Vikings training camp, day 6, Nuggets. Back to Onebar and Lupagus show on Onebar with Lupagus. We got a whole bunch of news and nuggets out of day 6, and the theme is injuries.
Theme is injury, not the theme we wanted to hear. But what I do want to hear is you guys become a YouTube member. Find the link below, click it. All you got to do is hit subscribe. Become a YouTube member. It's great.
Yeah, hit that beautiful join button, and you get wonderful perks. So before we get into the injuries, let's start off with a guy. No Jalen Naylor, no Kenny today. I think that's pretty much it.
And Marcus Davenport didn't take part in team drills either. He was there, but why he wasn't taking part in team drills, no one seemed to really have an answer to.
A well-deserved day off by Marcus.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. And Kenny Ngwangu with no real, I don't know if that's injury reason why he was gone or if it's just a day off for him too. I don't know.
All right, let's go to the injuries. Let's start off with something that is going to be very familiar, and that's Andrew Booth Jr. left practice early with a trainer, and a doctor appeared to follow them into wherever.
It's sad. It's disappointing, but it's not surprising. I mean, this has been the MO of this guy's career since college. He's always hurt, constantly injured. Some guys just, for whatever reason, are more prone to injury than others, and Andrew Booth Jr. appears to be definitely one of them.
Yeah, he's the last guy. Let's see what it is. Hopefully, it could be something extremely minor. We will find out. One that didn't seem minor was wide receiver Tristan Jackson, who has been playing his asshole off. He's been having a fantastic camp, and carted off. Didn't look good.
No, it sounds really, really bad. There was a crowd of coaches around him, and the whole kind of just a mum kind of went over the crowd. Not good. Looking good here for Tristan Jackson. Sounds like a knee injury, something, I don't know if it was non-contact or not, but the word is that this looks bad.
He went up, landed wrong on his right leg. Speaking of mum, a great plant to have in the fall season in
beautiful
northern Minnesota. Really nice looking plant to throw out in front of the house there.
So many different colors you can go with.
Yeah, there's a plethora. Alexander Madison appears to have pulled his hamstring. Doesn't seem anything big.
I don't know. I mean, you don't want any kind of leg injury to a receiver or a running back. We'll see. Hopefully it's nothing big, but massage that thing out. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. Nobody seemed to be concerned, and really, you know what? Who cares? I mean, let's get these younger running backs into it. Madison's going to be our number one back. It's nothing crazy. So he sat and watched the rest of practice. So those were the big injuries. I don't know what you got for the biggest news of the day anyways, but Brian Flores' defense is getting my parts. Not even excited, but they're about to blow off my body.
Well, that and how he's using Harrison Smith. Sounds like he's disguising him, attacking him from all over. Harrison Smith had like 3 sacks today. I think he ended it with back-to-back sacks. Sounds like he's just playing everywhere in this defense. I love everything I'm hearing about Brian Flores so far.
Yeah, and everybody's there is just saying how crazy this defense is, how wonderful it is. And you know what? Maybe it's just a shock for how boring and dull Ed Donatel's defense was. I mean, a wonderful shock, but anything would look great. But just these rave reviews this early, he's getting everybody mixed into it. He's having these guys do shit that they should have been doing. I mean, I am so damn excited to see this defense. Brian Flores, and he just looks like a badass. Man,
look at him down there.
Just look at him. You want to mess with this guy? I don't.
No, I don't. I can't even look at him that long. I get too scared.
Let's go with some bunch of guys, new guys getting reps with the ones.
Yeah.
Let's start with Ivan Pace Jr. out there sprinkled in with the ones. What else could you ask for?
It's awesome. I love the fact that he's getting reps with the ones. I mean, who would have thought that? It did sound like maybe they were just trying some weird stuff. Some other guys got in there with the ones too. That Flores was just doing some crazy stuff. But the fact that he's getting in there with the ones at all, that's impressive.
Yeah, and not to dump water on that, but Troy Dye was also out there with the one.
Ugh,
so
dirty water.
Hey, we'll see.
It's like cold water.
Again, like Tristan Jackson is having a fantastic camp. There's nothing but to get excited. I mean, a 53-man roster for him is definitely on the table. Mekhi Blackman again with the ones. Who else you got?
Those are the ones I had working in with the ones.
Patrick Jones was out there with the ones. Obviously, Danielle Hunter isn't out there yet, but just proving once again that he is going to see himself some serious field time.
Hell yeah. One little nugget came out on a guy we haven't heard much about, but Jacqueline Roy in one-on-ones apparently just blew the pants off of Austin Schlottman on one rep. Didn't even stand a chance. It sounds like old Schlotti getting worked by the rookie.
Yeah, Schlotsky. I mean, he's. I wish it was against somebody else, but hey, we'll take it. We will
It's
take it.
it's one-on-ones. It's just nice hearing something about one of these D linemen.
Yeah, it is. It is wonderful. Let's see. Tay Gowan is continuing to look fantastic. The player of the day, another player of the day, I should say, Brandon Powell. Brandon Powell had a fantastic. Everybody's talking about this guy. That he just. I mean, he was out there with the number 3 wide receiver. I mean, obviously, Jalen Reagor and him, it's going to come down to as far as the punt returns. But as a receiver, he's looked mint.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I mean, it's gonna be down to him, Reagor, battling for that 5th spot. We'll see who gets it, but I really want to see somebody else out there than Jalen Reagor next year.
Let's see. When Madison went out, McBride came in. I almost called him Trey McBride again. I'm gonna do that constantly. Dwayne McBride went out there as kind of that's the way I see it. If Madison goes down, I think McBride would be the number 1.
And it sounds like he did one of these things where he just ran through the tackles regardless, and the fans went crazy because he busted off a long run. But you're supposed to go down when you're touching these kind of drills. But he's like, screw it, I'm taking it to the house.
Taking it to the house. Probably had a little touchdown dance. And Justin Jefferson continues to be godlike, showing that he's the best damn receiver we've seen in years.
Just defenders just don't have a chance. There's no chance in hell to cover this guy.
Down. Put Justin Jefferson, wrap him in some bubble, let him watch practice. I wouldn't care if this scares the shit out of me. You see injuries like this and Justin Jefferson making these acrobatic catches. It's like, let him go play catch on the sideline.
He would rip that plastic off. He'd go out there and play. He's a competitor. He's a damn competitor. Warrior's heart.
One thing we didn't mention, Brian O'Neill out there in his pads and helmet for the first time. So that is obviously a huge, huge sign. Dalton Reisner, sounds like he left. Great visit, but I don't remember who put it out there. Gosling said nothing's imminent.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I mean, it's August 1st. Shit has to be imminent. You can't just sit out until week 4 and come in and expect to have an impact. Kirk Cousins, speaking of Dalton Reisner, wore 66 today in practice.
Yeah. I heard a couple different reasons for that, and none of them had to do with Dalton Reisner.
Oh, it had. I mean, come on. What's the coincidence? He's wearing.
It was. I heard it was about the punter from last year. They had a bet 60. I don't know. I don't think it had anything.
Well, then it's one hell of a coincidence. One hell of a coincidence.
It was, but I don't think it had anything to do with him.
Oh my God, what a recruiter! He's out there wearing the guy's number.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. That's not the way he rolls. He's not gonna do that in front of his current offensive lineman. He's a much smarter man than that.
Oh, he made a bet with an undrafted rookie punter last year. You never know what he's going to do.
You don't. Man, there was one thing I was going to say about it. Oh, the thing with Reisner. I mean, the fact that he came here, they maybe it came down to price. Maybe he threw out his price and you're like, whoa. I don't think so. Or maybe he wanted to be guaranteed a starting spot because clearly the Vikings were interested. Something must have rubbed either one the wrong way.
Or maybe they're just off on a few numbers and they need to take some time to renegotiate.
Yeah, I just don't think it was a meet and greet. I think either they're going to think about it or something was just...
Would you greet his meat?
Yeah, 10 times out of 10. Those are our news and nuggets. Let us know if we missed something. Comments, baby.
Remember this. Putting sugar on a wound or cut will greatly reduce pain and speed up the healing process. Use some sugar today out there.